Hello YouTube, what's up? Welcome to another PWE video here on our YouTube channel. Welcome, and today is all about the Rowdy one. And I'm not talking about the hot rod, Roddy Piper. I am talking about his marketing successor, Ronda Rousey. You know, I like the woman a lot, but I just don't eat the marketing tralala that WWE is sending our way and selling her as the spiritual successor to Roddy Piper. Well, to me, she's Ronda Rousey. I can live with a Scottish kilt she's wearing, but please forgive me if I don't all the time call her the Rowdy one, because that's Roddy Piper. Well, today, anyway, it's all about Ronda Rousey. And why do I want to talk again about her superb Ultimate Edition? No, I don't want. I want to talk about her because today this was in the mail. It's another episode from PWE Plastic Wrestling Emotions. It's plastic time! A lot of people are not the biggest fans of Ronda Rousey nowadays because they feel betrayed a little bit, like, oh no, she left us, she hates us fans, me. I can't think when I am distracted by all your crying. Can you please stop all this Mark fan shit and just enjoy wrestling? Because if you do that, you might find out that Ronda Rousey, and forgive the stupid sun here, can't do anything about it because I'm right under a window. Why can't you just accept that Ronda Rousey is a brilliant fighter? And to me, wrestling is still, with all the entertainment around it, it's still sport, and it's still fighting sport. So why can't we enjoy that we have or had Ronda Rousey, and maybe with a little bit of luck we might get her back in the future. So without further ado, here is her new Elite 77, and I like it. I can say that already. First of all, here we have I like the SummerSlam package. You know that Mattel does that every year. And I'm a huge fan of the colors blue and orange together, so for me SummerSlam is like heaven, and of course I like the packaging. We see that she's coming with an extra set of hands. She comes with the Raw Women's Championship, and we of course can see already that she has the kilt that the Ultimate figure also has. If we take a look at this side, awesome picture of her as a heel persona, same picture on the back. The other figures on the series, in Series 77, include AJ Styles, Viscera, Ravishing Recruit, Miss Elizabeth, and of course, probably the most hyped figure of the year, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. And I can tell you already that probably we will get every single figure of this set with the exception of one figure. We will get AJ Styles because I like the color theme, and we don't have an AJ Styles yet, so I think I thought, okay, maybe it's time to get him in our collection. Here we have Ronda Rousey. Of course, we have the Ravishing one, Rick Rude, one of the all-time greats, no better heel in the 80s, maybe with the exception of Jake Roberts. The lovely Miss Elizabeth. I think this yellow and red figure in Elite Series 77 is her best figure so far, which doesn't say much because the other figures were, to be honest, they were crap. So can't wait for her figure, and of course we will have The Fiend. He's a must-have. Every WWE figure collector who doesn't get The Fiend, I don't know what's wrong with you. The only figure that we won't get is Viscera, or Mabel, or however you might call him. I don't need a figure of super ego, self-centered idiot who is just in the ring to hurt others and work dangerous. I don't need that, and I never was a fan, never will be. Forgive me, I know the man is dead, but he won't be ever a part of our collection. I don't like him at all. So with that being said, another superb picture of Ronda Rousey in the gear we are getting today, minus the leather jacket. Here we have her, so let's get her out of the package. Of course, we do that, like always, with our knife. Ta-da! Goodbye package. And here we have her. And at this point, I have to admit, I am a huge Ronda Rousey fan, so I probably will get all the figures, well, elite figures that they will put out on the market. But this one I had to get because I'm such a huge fan of the head scan. But let's get her out of the bubble and everything else that comes with her. Of course, you can never have enough championship belts, so here is the Raw Women's Championship. We have 2 extra hands, and in this case it's microphone or weapon holding hands. Goodbye bubble. And then we have the figure herself. And this head scan is just phenomenal. I like it a lot with that makeup and the heel pissed off look that they gave her, eyebrows and everything. Just awesome. The articulation is quite okay. It's of course no ultimate figure, but it's pretty good for an elite figure. We have basically the same kilt that she had with her ultimate figure, so we know that already. And under that we have the gear that she had. Here saying Rousey, and I can already say here the articulation, she is pretty stiff. So we have all that stuff with her hand going on that she had. What is this? A little extra plastic, don't know. I don't see any color mistakes, stupid chippings or whatever. She looks pretty ripped, looks pretty great. I really like the figure. I like the hair with the braids going on here. And yeah, double jointed knees, always fine. The arms move well. Here she could use a little bit better articulation. That's basically, there's nothing. So for all you pig feathers out there, probably not the best figure for you. So that's her new elite. In the back we see her ultimate, which is still of course my favorite figure of Ronda Rousey. And then what else do we have? And I know now there will be a lot of yelling and people trying to crucify me, but of course if I'm really a fan of Ronda Rousey, I also have to get Series 65 Ronda Rousey contract signing Ronda Rousey. And this figure gets so much hate. And let's find out if the figure deserves all the hate. Put Series 77 to the side and get Contract Ronda. First, the packaging. Nice smiley picture in the back. That was pretty early in her WWE career. Maybe one of the first evenings she ever was presented to us. Here we have all the information from her from Venice, California, sorry for that. She is of course 5'7" tall, which translates to 1.70 m, and her finisher is the armbar. This figure comes with true FX, and the text on the package reads, with her signature on the dotted line, the baddest woman on the planet was ready to make her in-ring debut at WrestleMania 34. Yeah, brilliant. That's why we get the table and the contract and everything else. Career highlights, Raw Women's Championship. The other figures in Elite Series 65 are also on the back. The terrible Nia Jax, Rusev, Roman Reigns, Eric Young and Aiden English. On the side there's her name. On the other side, a nice picture of the woman. And there we see already, we get the table with the orange blanket, we get the contract that says Ronda Rousey, we get her in her promo clothes, we get a pen. Nothing too spectacular, but let's see if it deserves all the hate it gets online. Let's open the package. And of course I'm interested now and would like if you would drop a comment what you think about Ronda Rousey in general And maybe, do you think she will come back? And do you wish she would come back? Or do you think, she should stay wherever she is right now? Goodbye packaging. And here we have the woman in her bubble. First, we have the table with the orange blanket. And I have to say, I always like that, because it gives you a little bit extra to do with the table. It's not just a table, it could be the table in catering, backstage or whatever, because it just looks different, it looks nice. Basically, it's just a regular breakaway table. And in this case, it's a black breakaway table with the WWE logo. But with this orange blanket, it's something extra, and I always like that. What else we got? We have a contract, and this contract really reads Ronda Rousey. If you can decipher what's written there, kudos to you. I can't, maybe I'm too old. So, have a book, whatever. Contract, we've seen that before with other figures. And, oh, sorry, now the idiot behind the camera throw down the camera. Let's get rid of the bubble. Then we have this pen, which is maybe the smallest weapon that you can use in WWE. And then we have the woman, Ronda Rousey, smiley face, and you might remember this head scan, I don't know. Like the head scan, like the hair, like the jacket, although of course it is a way better solution with that figure. It's also already the newer rubber that is a little bit softer than the old stuff that we're used to. And I think why people hate this figure so much is, first of all, okay, Rowdy Ronda Rousey is not the most beloved superstar in WWE history. And of course, she's in street clothes, which most collectors, people who want to have a fig fat or whatever, can't do anything without it. And of course, in women figures, something like this, her belly here, that's always stupid if you just put paint over that, painted t-shirt that says Rowdy. I like the jacket, I like the figure. In retrospect, with everything that we know now, I would say, yeah, it's not the best figure ever, but I don't get where all the hate comes from. You get a table, you get this nice little contract if you want to play for your fig fat or whatever. She's not so bad as a figure. I like the head scan, I like the hair and the jacket, of course. So if you compare everything, the figure itself definitely doesn't deserve the hate. So I wish all the kiddies on the internet who complain about everything should for a second just shut up and enjoy the figures that we get. This is it for Ronda Rousey today, but there's more. And I know this maybe doesn't fit at all to the video we're doing today, but there was another thing in the mail this week, and I just want to unpack it because I know already what's in there. And probably you remember, I think it was a week ago, that we had this mail bag where I said, okay, we have a battle pack. It's basic figures that I normally don't collect, but sometimes those basic figures have a purpose and they are just so awesome, so we have to collect them. And we got this battle pack, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm talking about the Road Dogg, Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, the new Age Outlaws. And as you can see, on the left we have the Road Dogg wearing a new Age Outlaws t-shirt that's painted on. And of course, Mr. Ass on the right side doesn't have anything. Well, that's correct so far, because indeed Billy Gunn often didn't wear a shirt when he was coming to the ring. But I don't like it anyway, so of course we had to get soft goods for those guys, and I searched the internet, and of course I found something on eBay this time. A vendor who sold New Age Outlaws t-shirt in a double pack. So of course I had to get those, and of course we will have to open this and dress those guys. So let's free them out of the bubble. good old days when you didn't have to cut 20 million pieces of plastic to free a figure. Awesome. So here we have the badass Billy Gunn. Here we have the Road Dogg. And again, I mean, I've met this dude once and he is what you never ever ever realize on TV. This dude is huge. Huge, huge, huge and impressive. He is so tall. So I like that the scaling is going on there, but I don't think that the Road Dogg is that tall. So let's get the shirts. And what do you think about the new Age Outlaws? Because I know sometimes they get a little, let's say, hate. That they were just a catchphrase and just an entrance, and the rest of the act, so to speak, was not very impressive. But they were a part of D-Generation X, so legendary. So maybe drop me a comment. Tell me, what do you think about the new Age Outlaws? So first we have, of course, the former roadie. And by the way, we might get Jeff Jarrett figures in the future, so why not have him in his roadie gimmick? We have the Road Dogg, and now let's dress the badass. And of course, by the way, if you want to see it from the back, of course it doesn't say Mr. Ass or anything like that. You know, just like in the past, they've never, as far as I know, released a figure that really said ass on the back. So let's dress him and ta-da! Give him his microphone back, and now we are ready for those two guys to make a phenomenal entrance. I love it. I love the shirt. I love how the figures look. And of course, you know why I'm so heavy on D-Generation X. Because there is an Elite 2-pack coming out, or just came out by Mattel with China and Triple H. And you know what that means. We have the Road Dogg, we have the badass, the new Age Outlaws. We have, as you might have seen and as you might remember, we have in a suit, Ravishing Rick Rude with short hair. We of course have Shawn Michaels. I already showed the package that we have an Ultimate figure ready to be reviewed and unboxed. And of course we have many Triple H figures, so we're basically just waiting for China, and I pre-ordered it, and it just didn't find its way here to Germany. So once everything is complete and ready to unbox here at the desk, of course we will have a giant D-Generation X reunion party. Until then, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment what you think, and what you think of those phenomenal shirts and D-Generation X. Drop a like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell. And we see each other in the next video. See ya, bye bye.